Welcome to BhaaviTaram video channel, Legacy for the Future. Today, I'm going to share some secrets of why people fail. Okay. So when I say why people fail, I'm not talking about it could be just job, or it could be business, it could be family or health, it could be any situation, right? I'm talking about why people fail. Before that, you may ask, Srinivas, what is the authority you have or why you are sharing this, right? Hey, I have successfully started and executed 3 different businesses. Of course, the first one was a manufacturing company along with my friend. I did it for a little while and then came out of it, and the company is still running. That was 20 plus years ago and profitable. Later, I started a software development company along with corporate training. That's about 20 plus years back, not now. We were able to make profits, run fine. Then we also started a leadership development company. Everything was running fine. Later, of course, I moved out of overseas to US. Right now, I live in US for over 20 years. And we are working on, while doing a job, we are working on different business venture now, right? As part of my venture, I talk to the people in multiple countries with various backgrounds. Okay. Like I talk to the people in US, Canada, India, of course, Singapore, UK, Australia, different places, different backgrounds, right? So I noticed that there are certain things people do not follow, or with the experience of my own. First thing. Second thing is by talking to other people, other successful people. Also, having a mentor for myself, I'm talking with that authority, you can say. Right. So first thing what I notice is why people fail is lack of clarity or why, or no clear dream, right? They are not really keen on defining the results, why you are doing something, or what is the outcome you are looking for, right? So because let's say you go to the train station, for example, you ask for a ticket. The first thing is they will ask you, where do you want to go, right? And when do you want to go? So you need to have date, time, and location. Where do you want to go? Similarly, in life, you need to have a clarity. What is that you want to accomplish? Just do not follow other people. It's okay to copy, but as long as that's what you are looking for. First thing, right? So you definitely need clarity, the purpose, the dream, the destination, what kind of results you are looking forward to accomplish. The second one is I see people lack the dedication. Anytime you want to be successful, you have to dedicate. You got to put your investment of time, maybe skills, sometime money, sometime other people effort, it is required. So you are expecting something for nothing. Probably that's another reason people fail, right? The other option, other one, my observation is long-term focus. Many people are not long-term focus, short-term focus. Nowadays, people talk about Gen Z, this and that, doesn't matter, man. If you're success, if you're looking for the results, if you're looking forward to create something great, something significant, it has to have proper inputs. Okay. So, because nowadays, people talk about, oh, Gen Zs are like this, they don't have attention, or they don't want to look for long focus, short-term focus, and all that. But you got to have that long-term focus. Hey, today, like Amazon is one of the biggest company and probably fast growing, right? But when they started with the books, just selling the books online, and the person who started, Jeff Bezos, was very, very successful in his professional career. But he left that and he started everything from scratch. I believe it took more than 10 years for them to become success, started making profit. Okay, right? So yes, you got to have a long-term focus. Then the other important aspect is you got to have patience too, because of the long term. You need to have patience because when you start doing something, if you're not seeing the results or the growth you are looking for, you cannot, become impatient. Like, for example, when I developed a software, because I'm a mechanical engineer, I developed an ERP software looking at the need. In Hyderabad, there is a lot of small and medium scale engineering companies, and they manufacture, make to the order to pharmaceutical companies, lot of equipment. Okay. Now, those equipment need, design, estimation, cost, and all that kind of stuff, right? So I saw the need, I developed a software. Okay. And 20 plus years ago, I'm talking about when they want, let's say, some pharmaceutical company comes to an engineering company and ask for a pressure vessel or a reactor or those kind of things they ask, or a tank, simple storage tank, right? Based on their parameters. So company used to design, create manually design and draw the pictures and all that, right? So it used to take sometimes 8 days, 10 days, 15 days. And also the cost, the estimation and all that was, time consuming. And, by chance something happens, the customer comes and say, no, no, I want to make some changes in the design. Hey, everything you have to scrap and do again. What I have done is that 20 plus years ago, developed a turnkey solution. All you got to do is you enter your parameters, what you need, it will design, it will draw the drawings, and also it will create a bill of materials. And if you uh, link with inventory, it will also tell you the best price or which are the vendors you can buy the material and do it. It used to do just like that, few minutes. So few weeks to few minutes. But when I went in the market, looking at the demonstration, everybody used to be excited. But when I talk about the price, people used to laugh at me. Srinivas, if I have that kind of money, I could have multiplied my company. Right? So I have done about 150 demonstrations, met with a lot of people. Only I could able to sell two. It's not that my product was bad, but the investment was, those days the software and hardware was costing very expensive. Small companies could not afford it, right? Similarly, I can give you another example. When Jack Ma started the Alibaba, initial stages, a few employees was there, and one of the employees, like his front office person, she always used to ask, okay, can I go? Can I leave the company? I'm getting better offers and all that. But he said, no, stick with us, stick with us. We have a very, very, outlook, the results we are going to create, and you're going to become very successful. You're going to be a millionaire because, they have stock options. He used to tell everybody who got started initially as an employee with the Alibaba. But many people left. One person stayed back. Patience, right? Long-term focus. Eventually that person became millionaire, right? Because the company became very successful. So what I'm talking about is, if you want to become a successful, you cannot become restless. You have to have a long-term focus and patience. And most importantly, being focused. You got to put efforts. That's also important, right? And also, most important, what I notice is when I'm talking to the various people, there's a very, very important point. Do not lie to yourself. You have to be very honest. Okay, like simple example, when I meet some people, could be face to face when I go somewhere else, or online like LinkedIn or some professional platforms. We communicate, we set up an appointment, to have a, brief introductory call, meet and greet over the Zoom call. Some people don't show up, and they don't even bother to saying that, sorry, I could not make it, or, I'm not interested anymore. See, hey, if you want to be successful, the first rule is you got to be honest with yourself. At least do not lie to yourself. Okay, hey, I set up an appointment with the person. If he's not showing up, it's okay. Hey, I wait for 5 minutes and it's okay. Maybe this person is not ready or something happened. But when you are doing, you are hurting your self-image, the mindset for the success, you are hurting yourself. It takes a lot of time for you to overcome all of that. It's okay. Hey, things change. It doesn't has to be everybody, right? For example, I love drinking green tea. It's good for health and all that. But hey, if it's not for you, just tell, hey, no, I don't like green tea. I want a coffee or tea, or I don't like it all. It's okay, right? So be honest with yourself. I'm just giving an example of, people not showing up at the appointment, or, not communicating that I'm not able to join, or I'm not ready to go forward anymore, right? Hey, you got to put your time. You got to put honest, and integrity is the required success. Success does not have any kind of favoritism, right? No color, no age, no gender, doesn't matter. It only looks for the honesty and integrity and dedication and discipline, right? So you got to be really, really honest with yourself. There could be many other things. Let's say, hey, when you are by yourself, maybe let's say you are struggling for money or struggling for time or need some help. But when you're in front of other people, you say as if everything is going hunky-dory. No, that's not, again, that's not being honest with yourself. You're lying yourself. You be honest with yourself and you will go places, man. Right? The other one also, listen to the right people and people who has a fruit on the tree. What do I mean? Let's say, for example, one of my goal is, for example, and just give an example, lose weight, right? Hey, if I'm talking to a person who is already fat, why I'm listening to that person, right? No point in listening to that person because he's already fat. So he do not have the results what I'm looking for. Or let's say I want to become wealthy. Why I'm talking to my friend or family member or roommate or somebody who doesn't have any money, right? Especially, sometimes you talk, if you're sharing room with someone else, apartment with someone else, hey, he cannot afford his full rent and you're taking advice from him for wealthy. So you got to learn to listen to the right people who has a fruit on the tree. I'm not saying do not respect your friends or your family or your parents or whoever it is, uncle, aunt, doesn't matter. If they are not having the same fruit what you're looking for, hey, do not take or do not listen to them. Probably even do not associate with them. Right? Hey, these are some of the reasons I see. There are many reasons, but few important reasons I thought I'll put it together why people fail in life. Now, I'll talk few things. What is that it will help you to become successful? First thing is definitely you got to focus on or spending your time and having a clarity, the purpose, the dream, what results you are creating. Let's say, again, simple example is I want to become rich or I want to become wealthy. It does not make any sense. What do you mean by rich? What do you mean by wealthy? Like how much time, how much money you want to create? Of course, becoming rich is probably only style. But if you want to become wealthy, it's lifestyle because when you are wealthy, you have time and money. So when you're wealthy, you are going to become life rich. When you're rich, you are going to become probably money rich, but time poor. So you got to be very, very clear what is that you want to accomplish. Okay. First thing. So second thing is make a decision to take action, travel in that area. Like as I said, I talk to the people from multiple countries. They come for one or two discussions, and when I started giving some homework, again, they didn't even show up or they don't even communicate. That does not work because you cannot come up with the reasons. All you got to do is get the job done, do the work. That's how the success is. I'm not asking you to do the work. Your success, your dream, the results you are creating, that is asking you to do the work. So you got to make a decision, back up with the action. And also the best way or the fastest way to find yourself successful is you have to identify or you have to find or seek mentorship. Okay. Again, there is a huge difference between a mentor and a coach. Both of them might be successful, both of them might have knowledge, but coach is like a person. Usually it's a transactional. Like my daughter, she loves basketball. So what we have is we have a basketball coach for her. We pay per hour. During that hour he teaches some skills and practice or whatever. They're done. He's not interested in making successful. Of course, the skills, whatever he is teaching and practice might be successful, but he is not playing the game with you. Mentor not only is successful, not only he has a fruit on the tree, probably he involve with you. He may play game with you, or he may be side by side walking with you. And also, most of the time, mentors may not charge upfront. At the end of the day, when you become successful, yeah, they may take some share from your profits. Again, if they are taking profit, they'll tell you in advance. Everything is very transparent and trustworthy. So you got to find a mentor. Finding the mentor, identifying the right mentor in your life to be successful, doesn't matter which area you go, is very important. I'm not talking the mentor that is being assigned at your work. Most of the time they do not talk about your personal life or your future or what is the success you are looking for to accomplish. They just you know probably most importantly they might be looking for, hey, how can I take more work from this person and get the job done, right? So you got to have a mentor. Now what else you need to have? You have to really have a discipline, as I said. Also, you got to educate yourself along the way, long term focus and all that. The other part is you got to create systems. You should not depend on the willpower. Okay, let me give an example. Again, take a simple example. Let's say I want to build a business. I'm doing the job. Let's say I want to build a business. You got to be very intentional where your time is going, apart from, doing your job. Hey, because time is limited, you have to very planned and methodically. What I do is usually I'll put it on the paper, my schedule, right? Systems in the sense, hey, every day 10 o'clock, this is what I'm going to do for my business. Or every evening, this is what I have to do, right? You got to develop the system and put an appointment for yourself. The moment your, let's say your calendar gives a signal, a reminder, hey, you got to make a call, you got to read this, or you got to talk to this person, you got to do this. No emotionals attached to it. Oh, I'll do it later, I'll do this, I'll feeling this. No feelings, no nothing. You got to go intentionally plan your day and you start putting the work, right? The moment you are not following the system routines, you are all you with your willpower, 90% of the time you won't do the work. It's guaranteed. The willpower has to be the last minute one, because willpower is like a rocket fuel. It only works for short term. Whole business or whole success you are dependent on your willpower, it won't work. So you got to create your system routines. Hey, my business or my success, what I am result are going to uh, demand. Let's say, hey, every day you got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I need to wake up 5 o'clock and start doing the work. I cannot say no. I feel like doing sleeping late or things like that, right? So you got to create. Now, another thing is keep blinders on, because life means a lot of things will come, right? One day, friend comes, one day some wedding comes, another day some birthday comes. You cannot keep going doing things. You got to put your blinders on like a race a horse and put efforts. Like, if you go back and study any person who has become very successful, let's say for example Jeff Bezos again, right? He's a professional, became very successful, but when he left his job, started Amazon, he started operating from in his garage. He was the only person carrying the boxes on his shoulder or car, however it is, and shipping it. He was everything. He was accountant, he was a manager, he was an owner, he was a shipper, receiver, everything he was doing it, right? That's how you have to put your blinders on. No feelings, just work. You have to do it, right? If you do these things, hey, you can definitely become successful. But if you need any help, either for ideas or for any kind of guidance, you always welcome to contact us through our BhaaviTaram video channel, or we have another page called For Wellness Living. So we specialize, or we are working on two things, either building your wealth or building your health. That's our specialty, right? But be honest yourself. Do not lie yourself if you want to become successful. We wish you very happy, healthy, wealthy, and successful life. And we'll see you with another video. But do watch, practice these things, share with your family, share with your friends. If you're not subscriber, do subscribe to our channel. With this, we are done. We look forward to see you in another video.